Say what you want about Shedeur Sanders, but the Cleveland Browns offense has been miles ahead of where they were previously without him in the lineup. The explosive plays have been there. All of a sudden, the offense looks like it's working a little bit. And no, it's not a coincidence. Shedeur Sanders is just an accurate quarterback. Now, again, don't get me wrong. I understand that they're losing games, and that is still an issue. But they need to start building a team around their ball placement accuracy quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. Why are they not doing it? Hopefully they will soon realize. Now, look at this play here. Obviously, the first thing that we notice is they are showing an immense amount of pressure here at the line of scrimmage. But what we also know is they have one high safety, and off the snap, you're going to see linebacker right here, he is in a mid-read, okay? Now, we are running a deep post with Isaiah Bond. Keep in mind, they've got that one high safety. Okay, so as we drop back in the pocket, back foot hits the ground, we hitch up and we launch this thing because, again, we know we've got a linebacker on Isaiah Bond, a potential first-round pick if he didn't go through the stuff, pre-draft, right? But look at where this ball is placed, in the bucket. When I talk about elite ball accuracy, and I've been saying this since he was at Colorado, he's got that. Yes, there are some things he needs to clean up in his game, but you cannot make up how good he is in terms of accuracy. This is a beautiful football by Shedeur Sanders, and essentially you get a deep side dig to the far side, you get the post, and then you get another dig. I don't love the route concept. Still, I don't love what this Cleveland Browns offense is. Why in the world are we going to be running two digs at the same part of the field? It doesn't make too much sense to me, but I think the goal was to get the safety to bite up on one of them and then have Isaiah Bond over the top. It works out right here. Here's an interesting play from Shador. It's tough because it looks like the offensive line is in a full slide off to the right. And what you're going to notice about this play here, as the running back picks up on the man side, we call this a slide side. They're going to send pressure off this edge, and they're going to drop a couple of these guys back into coverage. So when we slide everyone to the right, you're going to see we have 5 on 2, right? We have 5 guys blocking 2, and we have basically a free rusher off the left side. So this is literally a terrible situation where I don't know if we came out and the play call was just a 5-man slide protection to the right and man to the left with the running back, or if Shedeur Sanders at the line of scrimmage was like, okay, I'm feeling pressure to the right, so we're going to slide to the right here, and he just guessed wrong. However, as he drops back, he feels the pressure coming off his backside, and he avoids it. Great job here by Shedeur Sanders, avoiding that initial pressure, getting up the field, and he almost gets a first down. Hold on. That is so close. He got called short here. He got called short here. If his knee's down there, it's so close. But they punted here, which is crazy to me. Honestly, not a bad play there by Shedeur Sanders. Even when everything looked like it was going poorly, still manages to get 9, almost 10 yards. Now, there was this play, and I'm not going to lie to you, I think a lot of people can agree this pass was, bold, maybe not the smartest thing in the world here by Shedeur. It looks like we're in a 4-man slide protection off to the right with man-to-man to the, or slide left, man right. Now, as they generate pressure, right, basically wrapping him up, his eyes stay down the field somehow, some way. He understands that, yes, he's got a one-on-one matchup here, and we're probably going to want to lead this to the back shoulder as he gets leverage. This is not a great throw to make while being sacked, I guess you could say. Throws it anyway, but it works. Harold Fannin ends up getting 13 yards, sets him up for field goal range. But again, the thing about Shedeur Sanders is he's always looking down the field. Even when he's being sacked, he's still looking for somewhere to throw the football. It is unbelievable. Fix this offensive line, and I promise you Shedeur Sanders can be a good quarterback. Another absolute dime here by Shedeur Sanders. I mean, look at this play. We're going to get inside release as a crosser. We're going to get a post down the field. The concept here is to make this safety make a decision. Are you going to follow the shorter cross, or are you going to follow the deeper post? Wherever you don't, we have one-on-one matchups that we like, so we're probably going to take one of these shots. one of these shots down the field. It is going to be to Isaiah Bond once again, that safety. As you see, as this play breaks, you're going to see his first step's going to go to the right side, okay? You see how he's already starting to move over in this direction. That's huge. When Shedeur Sanders sees that, and the reason that safety actually bites down, because he's taught to look at the quarterback's eyes, right? So as he starts to look to the left, that safety comes down. Beautiful job. Now we create both one-on-one matchups here to the right side, and as we scan, we are under pressure, okay? Now, whenever you're under pressure, a defense can force a bad throw, bad decision, interception, right? But right here, what do you see? An absolute, guess what? An absolute dime dropped in the breadbasket against one of the best corners in football in Jalen Johnson, and still people are saying, is this guy really worth it? Now, yes, he did throw that bad interception to the linebacker dropping into coverage. Yes, I will admit that was a tough read off play fake. I get it. Not amazing. And then there was this next interception that we're going to break down, but before we dive into that, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you guys subscribe, and give me your honest thoughts down below. Is this a Shedeur Sanders problem? Is this an offensive line problem? Is this not having enough weapons? Or let me know. Well, what do you guys think it is? The Bears have one of the best defenses in football when it comes to creating turnovers. They took away 2 today, okay? They get pressure on the quarterback. This is a good defense. This is a good defense. So, yes, there were some mistakes, but do I put it all on Shedeur Sanders? No, I really don't. I really don't. Now, let's take a look at that other interception. Week 14 of the NFL season is officially here, and I am super excited because I wanted to share my picks with you for this weekend's slate of games. I've been using the Sleeper app. They are amazing. Their odds are amazing. Everything about them is super amazing. First of all, if you use my code DUBS, you're going to get a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use, which is insane. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It's so easy. I would sign up just for that alone, just for the extra play bonuses, right? But this is my pick for this weekend. Okay, Joe Burrow, 1 passing touchdown versus Buffalo. I could see this being a high-scoring game. I like this. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult to get that. Jamar Chase is coming off a rough week. I think he's going to have a big day, but I only have 50 yards. I feel like that's simple. That could be just 1 catch for a guy like Jamar Chase versus Buffalo. Again, high-scoring game. JSN versus Atlanta. JSN had a terrible week last week. He's going to bounce back. We all know it. Rashee Rice, 50 yards versus Houston. Listen, Kansas City cannot lose this game. If they lose this game, season is over. Season is wraps. Out the window. They need to win this game. Rashee Rice is their best playmaker. He's going to get the ball. Bucky Irving, right? Second game back versus the Saints. I think they could run up the score versus New Orleans, and I think Bucky will score at least 1 touchdown. I have 30 to win 90. I think this is fair. I don't think it's too bad. Let me know what you guys think. And again, use promo code DUBS, right? Use promo code DUBS. You'll get a 100% match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply, and see Sleeper's terms of use for details. It's currently operational in about 25 states, so make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. So same thing, we see pure manipulation out of Shedeur Sanders. Does an amazing job. If I'm looking to the right, it's because I have red zone on still. Literally, games are still going on. But he's going to immediately look off to this left side. The reason being is because if there is a deep safety, I can't tell. But if he is over there, boom, you're going to see. He's going to turn and fire, okay? We want to move the safety, create a 1-on-1 matchup, and throw the ball to our guy. He turns and fires. I guarantee you, okay? I guarantee you right here, he knew exactly where he was going with the football. He knew he was going to target Jerry Jeudy in this 1-on-1. He does not even looking at it, but he knows he's going there, okay? Drop back, boom, turns, fires. Now he back shoulders this thing. The reason this is a really good throw, guys, is because A, the DB's back is turned away from the quarterback, which means he doesn't know when, if, or where that football is going to be. Jerry Jeudy, it gives him time to adjust in the air to come back for it, right? Only where your guy can get it. Now, what's crazy about this play is not only does Jerry Jeudy come away with it, but he loses it in midair, and Jalen Johnson rips it away for an interception. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, this was on Shedeur Sanders. No, guess what? This was an absolute dime. This was a great throw. Listen, this has to go on Jerry Jeudy. Look at the DB never even turns around for the ball. It is placed perfectly where that deep safety can't touch it. Can't touch it. Jerry Jeudy catches it, back shoulder, beautiful ball, gets ripped away. Should have been a touchdown here for Shedeur Sanders, but they continue to make mistakes, and that's all going to come back to bite Shedeur Sanders, because guess what the haters are going to say? Oh, that's bad ball, 2 interceptions, completed 7 passes through 3 quarters. Bro, the first one, I will admit, was his fault. Okay, it was a tough read. That is not his fault. That was a dime. The 2 throws to Isaiah Bond, dimes. That's what I have to say. I'm going to end the video here. There's a lot of film that needs to be broken down, and we will do that with the All-22, guys. If you think Shedeur Sanders had a better game than people are saying he did, leave a like, comment down below, maybe just like a W in the comments to let me know how you guys feel. Join the family, turn on post notifications. That way you're notified every time we post a Shedeur video. I think he's going to be starting for the rest of the season, and I am excited for that. A lot of film going to be coming out soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.